fellow YouTubers. I'm Ashley, like I always say, and today I wanted to talk about breakups, cause I know how, like, it's difficult, and this is mainly for girls, cause I don't really know from a guy's perspective, cause I'm a girl, but, yeah, and what I have to say is just my personal beliefs of what you should do and stuff like that, or, yeah, things like that, but I'm not 100% sure that it'll always work, and it's never easy to just say, bam, my feelings are gone. So yeah. So, one thing I would like to point out is that, breakups are really hard, obviously. Especially if you're not the breakup-y, you're the person who gets broken up with. Yeah. So it's really hard, and, like, my friend, she's my best friend, she told me that I had 3 days. I had 3 days to cry, to be angry, to feel any emotion I wanted to be hurt, to want to scream my head off at him, but don't do it. But just to complain and cry to all your friends and stuff like that. But after 3 days, you have to start moving on. Now, granted, it's not easy to just be like, okay, 3 days is up, I'm over you. Now, granted, some people are, because you haven't dated for long, or maybe you dated for like an hour, like, but then you wouldn't need 3 days, I would hope, but yeah, so I just recently got out of a relationship 2 weeks ago, like, give or take. And it's still hard after 2 weeks, but, you know, you're like, after 2 weeks, and especially with, like, my support group with my friends and stuff like that, like, I'm not over him, but you realize that if they don't want to be with you, you can't force someone to be with you. If they don't love you anymore, or just don't feel like in the relationship, you can't force someone to do that. I mean, you can make them date you or whatever, but if they're willing to break up with you over something that you could have fixed, then the next time it'll be the same thing. Breakups are hard, but you shouldn't try to get back in that relationship, because if it happened once, it'll happen again. Just like Kelly Pickler, once a cheater, always a cheater, or, well, most country women, once a cheater, always a cheater. But it sounds simple. It sounds like you can be like, oh, whatever, but it's not, and it's hard. Especially since I just got out of a half a year, like, it's 6 months relationship, and we were, like, best friends. So, it's hard. But you just have to realize that if they don't want to try to fix something, or there's something wrong with the relationship, or simply they just want to be friends, you just have to accept that. And it sucks, but you just have to. Because if you don't, you're going to be, like, crying yourself to sleep every night. And, I mean, I completely understand that, because it's hard, especially when you're in a long relationship. Like, 6 months is long to me, but 5 years for some people, and then all of a sudden they break up, and it's difficult. But you just have to realize that if it's not going to work, it's just never going to work. And currently, like, after the relationship, it seems like you'll never find anyone as great, but you will. And I say that, and you're like, whatever, she's just lying. And I completely understand that. I would have said the same thing a week ago. I might even to this day. But you just have to realize that it's just, there will be someone out there. Whether or not they're better or not, someone that'll love you and not break up with you over you not opening up, or just something like that. But you just have to realize you gotta just stay strong, pretty much. And that sounds so cheesy, like, stay strong, but you do. You just have to realize that you can be happier. And I'm not gonna say you'll find a guy the next day that you, like, fall in love and you're soulmates. But you can find someone better. And you'll find someone who doesn't want to give you away because you're the greatest thing in the world. And you may have thought that he or she thought that, but you know, sometimes it seems that way, but it's not. Like, sometimes marriages don't work, sometimes it's just not the same. And it's just, it's hard. You just have to come to the realization that you'll find someone, and maybe you'll be happier, who knows, or maybe they'll have some attribute that you love even more, or, I don't know. It's hard, but you just have to accept the fact that it's hard and understand that you just have to move on, and that it gets better. Time doesn't heal things, but time does create new memories, better memories, and better memories that'll make you happier. So that's about my rant. If you have any other questions about breakups, I could answer them. This was just get it off my chest. But yeah, so I hope I helped. If I didn't, I'm sorry, I tried. But yeah, peace. Love y'all. Bye.